Alrighty, let's have a look at constructing parallel box plots. How do we do this? Well, we need to work out the min, max, Q1, 5-number summary, Q3, and median for each of these data sets, and then we're going to graph them on top of each other. So we're up to the point where statistics can be done using technology. So we could do this on Excel, or we could do this in our calculator. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to go through and work out the 5-number summary for each. I'm going to put my results into a table. That's just for convenience. You could absolutely write min equals Q1 equals, as long as it's clearly labeled which one's for Class A and which one's for Class B. Alrighty, so you can actually see that when we're actually constructing these box plots, the big thing is getting these numbers. Now, sometimes the question's not going to ask you to do it using your technology, so you're going to have to do it manually, show all working out. But again, you can always check your answers using your calculator. You're going to have that in the exam. So one of the things I'd encourage you to do is if you're still having trouble working out the 5-number summary manually, go ahead, practice it in the calculator. Make sure that you feel really comfortable with it. Alrighty, so now I've worked out my things. Now, you can see the maximums are the same, so I need to go up to 50. And the smallest numbers are either 12 or 17. So I'm going to start at 10. And now I just need to set up my axes. Put in my halfway markers for the 15, 25, 35, and 45. And now I can go and plot them. So generally, Class A should go on top of Class B. That's just good practice. So I'm going to do so. So I'm going to give it a little bit of space and then start drawing my Class A. So it's just a box plot, but with a bit more space. I often find a ruler can be really helpful for lining everything up really nicely with the x-axis that you have chosen to use. Grid paper is also going to make this a little bit easier as well. Keeps everything straight. Alrighty, so now I'm going to do my second box plot. That was for Class A. And for Class B, I'm going to do it underneath. Again, if you have a ruler, use it. I don't have a ruler on this app, unfortunately, so I can't rule straight lines very well, as you can see. So please make sure you do that. Alrighty, but the question did ask us to compare them. So the easiest way to do it is going to be just doing some visual comparisons. So we can see here, Class A has a tail to the left of the median, so that is negatively skewed. While Class B looks pretty evenly weighted, so I'd probably say it is symmetric, or relatively symmetric. Alrighty, so you can see that both of them performed at the peak at 50. So both had students who scored maximum marks. However, it's where the minimums you can see the differences. However, on the other hand, we can see, based on the medians, that 50% of Class A got a 37, 38. We can actually look at it. It was a 38, whereas half of the students got a 35 from Class B. Again, so we have some evidence against Class A and some evidence for Class A. It's bad that they have the lowest mark in the whole school out of the two classes, but it's good that their median is higher. It means they're performing better. I think a really telling part about this is where you can see a really big difference between a same quartile between two data sets. And the one that's standing out for me at the moment is the upper quartile, this last quartile section, so the upper 25%. And you can see that the upper 25% of Class A are performing really, really strongly. They're all getting, we can find Q3, a 48 or above. Alrighty. So all of that looks pretty good. There's only one thing that I'm really feeling like I'm missing out on talking about is the writing the word results down here, because I didn't actually label this box and whiskers plot. So there's my box and whiskers plot, my box plot all fully labeled out. Alrighty. So there's plenty more that you could talk about. You could talk about the fact that 75% of this class got a 27 or above, while 75% of this class got a 22 or above. So we could go on for a long time comparing these two, but we're going to have to stop it at some point, and we're going to stop now. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.